My name is Errol Bartunek, and I am the founder of Move to Heal South Dakota. A lot of people have been asking me, what is our founding story and how did we get started? So I want to tell you a little bit about myself and my experiences and really what this nonprofit entails. It really started in 1995 with my passion for movement. I have been dancing since I was 5 years old, and I give all the credit to my mom, Julie, for putting me into dance that young. From there, I grew a passion for everything it provided for me, which was an escape to feel joy and happiness through moving my body. I grew up training with Judy O'Connell since I was 5 years old in Yankton, South Dakota. A few standout moments are when she brought us to the local Crazy Days. We performed in the mall and on the sidewalks of downtown or the street. Not to mention when we were putting on little performances at senior living facilities and the joy and smiles that we could see across the residents' faces. That is a priceless moment that I've carried with me, and it's definitely a passion moment for Move to Heal South Dakota. As the years went by, I realized that dance was an escape for me, and it's in a positive way, absolutely, that I found this joy and healing through moving my body. It's something very interesting about being a dancer in that it really sets the foundation for your life. You spend 8 months or longer preparing a dance while you'll only be on stage for 2 or 3 minutes at a time. And that takes dedication. It teaches you perseverance, week after week, going into the studio, practicing your technique, rehearsing your dance. This is like the journey of life. You really are preparing for those few minutes on stage throughout your lifetime, and it's really set the foundation for where I'm headed. So in 2007 starts my Hope in Hospital phase. And you know, nobody can really anticipate a life-changing experience or something that's really gonna impact your journey, but you can control something, and that's the way you react. My Hope in Hospital phase is all about learning how to react to something that you weren't expecting. And in my case, this is my father I'm speaking about, Errol Bartunek Jr., and he went through 4 open heart surgeries, and I was by him every step of the way as his primary caregiver in and out of hospitals for over 10 years. This journey with my father has taught me so many amazing life experiences that I didn't know were happening in the moment. And it's the defining passion moment for Move to Heal South Dakota. There are 3 defining moments in the Hope in Hospital phase that I want to share with you. And one is dancing in the courtyard and in the hospital room with my niece, Camilla. We would put on little mini performances for my dad, and that is just one way that he was experiencing that healing and joy and hope through movement. Not to mention just a really cute performance by a 5-year-old. Another defining moment is when I was visiting my dad in the Mayo Clinic, and I was in his room. We were gonna go back to our hotel for the night, and I forgot my keys. I was all the way down the hall. My sister said, "Hey, I'll just go back to the hotel, I'll meet you later." So I ran back to the room to get the keys, and he was sitting by his, on the edge of his bed. And he said, "Hey, just sit down, I wanna talk to you really quick." And what he said, I thought he was just being one of those nice dad moments. He told me, "Sydney, you're gonna do great things in life, and I'm so proud of you." And I'm like, wow, thanks, Dad, that's amazing. I don't know what that really means right now, but I hope you have a nice night, and I left and went on my way. It's not until now, in this moment with Move to Heal South Dakota, that I knew what he was talking about. It's like he almost could see the future before me. The opportunity to impact children and seniors through movement is huge to me, and I just know that's what he was talking about. The third defining moment with the Hope in Hospitals phase is really in the final moments with my father by his bedside. You know, he only had a couple hours before he passed away, and there's a key moment that I will remember for the rest of my life. My sister and I were enjoying our time with him, and we decided to play music. That's something that we always went back to throughout that 10 years with him while he was sick. So we put on his favorite song. It was I Believe in Miracles, You Sexy Thing, you know? And I just started doing some dance moves for him. He was laying in bed. He was unconnected from all of his breathing and IVs. So he was just hanging with us, and he was able to join in those final moments. He raised his hand, he was pointing at me to the beat, and he was enjoying himself. And that's something I'll always remember. To have the strength he did to move to the beat, it's so inspiring. I've always known that I wanted to do something with my passion for movement and my life experiences as being a primary caregiver. And through that, my dad passed away on October 30th, 2017. And not a year later, on October 28th, 2018, my firstborn, Errol, was joining us in the world. And shortly after that, I had a career change. And just those couple life changes in a couple year span was enough to make me stop and think what I wanted to do with my life. And I came up with that I want to place my focus on significance over success, knowing that success will naturally follow after that. I came together, gathered my thoughts, and really Move to Heal South Dakota was born. This is an opportunity to bring healing through movement to diverse populations in healthcare and community settings, and to really have others experience the joy, hope, and healing that I've experienced personally, that I've seen my dad experience. I know it's something that's needed in our community, in our state, in our region, and I'm out to serve that population.